Middlesbrough's adventure to Switzerland. St Jakob Park, the home of FC Basle, the Swiss champions. Their capacity crowd of 23,500 too. And Basle looking to keep their roll of impressive performances in Europe going. There's Mark Schwarzer, towering figure between the posts for Middlesbrough. Miles Sturjovski will start for FC Basle as well. The famous red and blue of the Swiss Giants. They're far from the most successful domestic team. That title hangs with grasshoppers. There's the referee Roberto Rossetti of Italy. And the home side have had to leave out Murad Yakin. He's got a thigh problem, the defender, as well as the Argentinian defender Cesar Carignano, suffering a knee problem, but Miles Sturjovski plays with a three-pronged attack. Eduardo and Degen. Delgado is the man who's the attacking midfielder for FC Basle. There's Miles Sturjovski, former Lille striker. And Middlesbrough without their captain Gareth Southgate, who's injured, and also suspensions have rocked their midfield. Central midfield pairing of George Boateng and Lee Catamol are both out. So Steve McLaren has his problems in midfield. Ray Parler and Gaizka Mendieta, the two experienced men in the middle of the park. Hasselbank and Mark Viduka partner each other up front. And there was some speculation whether Mark Viduka would start or whether it would be Yakuba Ayigbeni, but Viduka has got the nod. Been an on-off tempestuous relationship with Steve McLaren. You can see steady rain falling at St Jakob Park. Match underway. Middlesbrough in the white strip. FC Basle in their traditional red, blue and yellow. And the home side have sent out a strong message to their opponents tonight with Degen, Eduardo and Sturjovski named up front. Delgado and Petric have both been goal scorers as well in the midfield. And watch out for their Senegalese midfielder, who's more a holding man in the middle of the park, Papa Malik Ba. A very, very good young player. And there's Steve McLaren on the left. Middlesbrough have very limited silverware, only one League Cup to their name in 2004. Basel 2 Cup titles in their last 3 seasons, along with 11 league titles. They've had a few extra days to recover from their Super League duties in Switzerland. They're pretty fresh and pretty keen. And here's an early chance. Sturjovski keeps the move alive. It's a good sign for the big Australian. And Sunday's match against Neuchâtel was postponed due to snow in Basel, so that meant that the players got a few extra days to prepare for this match. There's Kimmy Floyd Hasselbank, been the top scorer, one of the top scorers for Middlesbrough this season with 15 goals, behind Yakuba with 19. Mark Viduka has 12. And here's a chance for the home side. And a big opportunity. And that shot posed no threat to Mark Schwarzer whatsoever. David Deacon on the turn. There's Christian Gross, the former Spurs manager. He's won 3 league titles in 6 seasons with FC Basel. Certainly a very impressive record domestically. And that's an early ball played in and well marshalled near post of Mark Schwarzer. Well, if you look at the figures, the big Australian Schwartzer's had an indifferent season, but certainly his defence has not helped out. We've got a minus goal difference, 43 goals scored in the Premiership, 52 against. It's not a great statistic against the name of Mark Schwarzer. But to say it's all his doing would be a gross misrepresentation. There's the former Lens left-back, Frank Kadru, who's now with Middlesbrough. It's been for a number of seasons now. And referee Rossetti has picked out a foul against the Swedish international, Nastorovic. And that's his nickname, Zubi. His full name, Pascal Zubabula of FC Basle. Been with the club 7 seasons, so a long career for him. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank possesses a thunderous shot when he gets onto one. Zubi sets his wall. Jimmy Floyd eyes off the target, and it wasn't too far away in the end. Off one step, he created some pace there. Swinging away from goal, but I'm not sure Zubabula had that totally covered. Scored 3 goals, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, in the UEFA Cup this season. 9 in the league, 3 in the Cup, total of 15 for his club. It's been a good return by the veteran. Mark Viduka's come good of recent times, 7 goals in the league and 12 in total. Scored some important ones in Europe too, 3 in Europe, all in the group phase. Another build up here for the home side, FC Basle. Chip into the area, opportunity, but just defender did enough just to block the shot away. Stuart Parnaby. Teammates in Australian colours, Stojovski and Viduka, but opponents tonight, of course, Scott Chipperfield on the bench for FC Basle. Smilanovic, that shot not really testing Schwarzer. Bit of an inconsistent pitch at San Jaco Park, so both goalkeepers will be under pressure to keep their footing. Certainly does favour attacking players these sort of conditions. And here's another opportunity. Oh, that's certainly a dive. There was no real contact there, and the yellow card on the young man from Basle, David Deegan. Roberto Rossetti was across very quickly. You see, he just took a touch to the side of the defender, and he was going over. No question about that. There's Emmanuel Tokatets, the right back for Middlesbrough, waving away the process for a penalty. And certainly denied pretty quickly by the referee. Viduka. Mendieta. Tipping shot. And turned over by Zubi, but wasn't that convincing. You can see he just lost his footing. The momentum of the shot perhaps pushed him over in the end. So he just trying to get his footing. Gaisca Mendieta made his name, of course, of Valencia, guiding the club to 2 Champions League finals appearances in a row before an unsuccessful stint at Lazio, and this time the header is skewed over the crossbar by Tokatets. Parnaby. Hasselbank leaves it for Viduka and lays off to the Dutch veteran. Here's Stuart Downing. Likely prospect, and Hasselbank in a great position. Again, just a little bit off balance when he struck the header. Here's Delgado, long-range effort. Oh! Well, Mark Schwarzer seemed to have it covered. And the ball seemed to take a wicked dip off the turf. But the Argentine Delgado has scored, and FC Basle take command, hugging the touchline. The 23-year-old fires the shot in, and look at that. Well, on this surface, 99 times out of 100, that skids through. Looks like a Jeff Thompson bouncer. Near post disaster there for Mark Schwarzer, and not of his own doing. I'm not sure anything can defend that type of shot. Delgado has scored. And the ground announcer is taking great pleasure in pronouncing Matias Delgado's name, to a chorus of jubilant support from the Basel faithful. And here's another chance, close to the break, and a big opportunity. Oh, it's 2-0. And it's the youngster Deegan who scored. Disaster for Middlesbrough late in the first half. The Swiss youngster David Deegan had a lot of space to operate down the right, and has made Middlesbrough pay for some lax defending. Lovely work by Eduardo, just opened up the passage. And no one tracking Deegan down the right. Mark Schwarzer left the sitting target. Deegan scores his second goal in Europe, number 7 for the season. And it's been a very productive return out of midfield. And FC Basel take control. Goals through Delgado and Deegan. And they enjoy a 2-0 lead at the break here at St Jakob Park. Second half, and so much work to do for Middlesbrough. 10 minutes in that first half to close out the half. It was a disastrous 10 minutes for the visiting English side, conceding 2 goals. Makes the task so difficult now for the remaining 45 minutes, and then long term at the Riverside. Small band of Middlesbrough support here. Just over 1,500 made the trip to Basel in this quarter-final encounter. And they came here with pretty decent form in Europe. They've blown hot and cold in England. They've had 5 wins and 5 losses in their past 10 Premier League matches. And that's a good effort turned away by Zubi. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank denied by Zubabula. Early corner to Middlesbrough. Mendieta to the near post. And this time it grazes the crossbar. It was the young defender Chris Rigot rising early. And that would have given the visiting Middlesbrough a great fillip for the second half. Steve McLaren taking some notes. I'm sure nervous about the prospects. They don't get on the scoreboard in this first leg quarter-final time. Long-range ball in the direction of Mark Viduka, who scored in that most recent Premiership encounter, that 4-3 home winner thriller against Bolton. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, Viduka and Parnaby all scoring. Lifted Borough to 14th on the Premier League table, so out of the danger zone momentarily, but not completely out of the woods. Ball floated forward. And desperate defending once again as the shot was charged down. As Matías Delgado storming in, driving a shot into Stuart Parnaby. Ray Parlour trying to keep a cool head. Plenty of experience with Arsenal, of course. 15 years at Highbury. Free kick on the angle to the home side. Delgado, goal scorer from the first half, and just grazed the apex of goal. Mark Schwarzer was moving towards the near post. Delgado stroked the free kick to the far and right on the point of that apex by Matías Delgado. Hit the pointy end, so to speak. Scott Chipperfield waiting to come on, the former Wollongong Wolves championship player, replacing another Australian, Mile Sudjovski. Hasn't had a great time in Europe, yet to score in Europe, but 5 goals in the league by Sturjovski. And Chipperfield, we know, the possessor of blistering pace and a very keen eye for goal. Here's a good chance, and Chipperfield flies into the area. And that looked like it was an ugly clash of heads there. Emmanuel Pogatet's writhing on the ground. It was unintentional, but on a cold night, that would have stung, to say the least. You see there, Petric in that clash of heads with Pogatet's. Oh, right above the eyebrow. May have collected the nose as well. Oh, that is sickening blow. Stretcher being called by Steve McLaren for Pogatet's. Young Austrian international. Had a stint with Spartak Moscow. Well, let's hope it's not a serious injury. I fear the worst when you see a head clash like that. And Hugo Ekiog replacing Pogatet's. He's already got the bandage on the forehead. He hasn't kicked the ball in anger yet. At the moment, Basle are in command of this home tie. That's another nice build-up. Deegan down the right. Cuts back. Chipperfield. Oh, and denied there by a goal-mouth clearance. Scott Chipperfield just tried to stroke the ball to the back of the net. In the end, gave Rigot a great chance to clear, which he duly obliged. Deegan's been such a dangerous player. Lovely cutback. Nice deflection on by Eduardo. See there, Scott Chipperfield just tried to thread the needle between goalkeeper and defender. Couldn't find the mark. At the other end, Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank. Well defended. Steve McLaren nervously looks on. Downing with the corner. Hasselbank. And denied by Sibabula. He flung himself to the left. Ekiog in with a strong header. It was Ekiog and not to Hasselbank. That goal-bound effort. You see time running out for Middlesbrough. In fact, Roberto Rossetti expires time officially at St Jacob Park. Steve McLaren will have to plan for a second leg assault at Riverside And the first half goals from Matias Delgado and David Deegan have carried the home side to victory. The final score here, FC Basel 2, Middlesbrough 0.